Yeah, let's start where it needs to start. Thank you, K-State fan base. Thank you, K-State Nation, for coming out in droves. What we saw at the pep rally last night with probably 10, 12,000 people supporting these guys is why we all came to K-State. And the fans out there today were phenomenal. And we got off to a good start. I wish we could have given them a better show after that first quarter. But my hat's off to the best fan base in college football for coming out and supporting these great young men. And, yeah, we talked in the locker room. Obviously disappointed in how this ended in our performance, but don't be defined by a moment. Be defined by your body of work. And this body of work will be remembered in Kansas State history forever, because these guys were Big 12 champs and deserved it and earned the right to be Big 12 champs and represent our conference in the Sugar Bowl. Didn't play our best football today. Give credit to Alabama, but appreciate the guys staying in the fight for 4 quarters.
Please raise your hand if you have a question. We'll get a microphone to you.
Coach Tim Fitzgerald, GoPowerCat.com. Did it feel like once the miss on that 4th down at the goal line that just everything swung out of favor and every gamble you took didn't work?
Yeah, I'd have done it again. Deuce would have said, let's go again. And the fact of we wanted to go ahead at halftime. You know, it was under a minute left or whatever heck it was. Make a really good call and just don't execute it. And then, shoot, they're at the 1-yard line, and we're going to use timeouts and try to get the football back. I mean, we're in attack mode from the start. And give those guys credit. We didn't make a tackle when we needed to make a tackle, and can't let them go 99 yards to make it what it was at the end of the first half. A 21-10 game that I'm never going to second-guess myself, and you guys know that from being around us, and we've gone for it on 4th down all season long when we had a chance to go up 17-14.
Right here in the second row on the left side.
Coach Ted Lewis from the Times-Picayune, sort of along that same line, at what point did you make the decision to try the onside kick to start the second half?
Yeah, when we were in the locker room talking, we've worked these kicks every week all year long. Guys will tell you every week we have it in. Every week we have it in, and we didn't execute it the way that it needed to be executed. We were trying to put it between the two guys. That's a hard kick. Ty didn't hit it the way he probably wanted to, but we also knew we had to take some chances because of the last 2 drives that they had on offense where we struggled to slow them down. And whether or not it's an 80-yard drive or a 45-yard drive, once again, we came here to win, man. We didn't come here to try to keep this thing close or whatever. We came here to win, and that was what we thought was the best opportunity.
Please raise your hand if you have a question. In the back row, right side.
Eli, your last game in a Wildcat uniform, I'm wondering if you could just speak on kind of the emotions that you were feeling walking off that field, or maybe the emotions you're feeling right now, and then also what you'll remember most about your time at K-State.
Yeah, I'm upset. I'm obviously mad that we lost, but the reason I'm crying is just my time's up at Kansas State. It's such a special place with so many special people. I've just made so many good relationships over the years. I can't say enough about the coaching staff and just everyone in the university. It's just a place I'll hold near and dear to my heart for forever. Yeah, that's why I'm emotional right now. But so many good memories, and I'll be coming back for many years to come.
Right here in the front row.
Michael Goins, GoPowerCat.com. Deuce, did you get the looks you were looking for that you expected from Alabama's defense?
Yes, sir. We, especially in the first half, they did some things that we'd seen on film as far as pressure-wise, and got into some good looks for us, and gave us some success early on, and they ended up changing up some things, changing up some tendencies as they went on in the game, and credit to them, they did a really good job in doing that. And for us, man, it was kind of having to adapt once we saw that, and we weren't successful in doing that. So, but no, the credit to Alabama whenever they did come out with some adjustments. They did a really good job with it.
And how would you describe your 88-yard run and what went right on that play?
That's all blocking. just a duo scheme, and that they split it open in the middle. It was great blocking by not only the O-line but downfield by the receivers to get the safety, and then after that it's a sprint to the end zone.
Back row, left side.
Alec Bussey, email online. Coach Klieman, you talked about the importance of looking at the whole body of work with this team. What made this group so special, character-wise, and then obviously on the field as well? Yeah,
just power of belief and the power of player ownership. Those guys took ownership in the locker room, ownership in the football team. It's pretty special as a head football coach when you know that your phone's not ringing at night and you're not going to have kids doing things that they shouldn't be doing. And I've never been around a football team that does knucklehead things off the field that's successful on the field. And these guys were phenomenal kids off the field and translated to great players on the field because they're disciplined, they're committed, they're tough, they're selfless. And that's how I'm going to remember about this group.
Right here in the front row.
Hey, Deuce, Kalish Ramanite here with the Kansas City Star. Just how hard was it as a player to see, the momentum swing go from you guys knocking on the door, maybe taking the lead late in the first half to being down 21 so fast in a game like that?
It's always tough, but you have to understand you have to stay in the fight. Going into this game, we knew it was going to be a four-quarter football game, and that momentum swing, that's a good football team that we lost to, and we understood they're going to make plays, and for us on offense and defense, we had to stay in the fight, and we weren't able to do that the entire game, and things got out of hand. So it's just one of those things where we kind of understood that there were going to be momentum swings. We got up really, really quickly. That was our momentum, and then they started playing well, and we just kind of had to try and stay in the fight.
Right here in the second row, left side.
Coach, Joey Black, AlabamaCentral.com. You guys on Alabama's first two drives, you held them to a combined 26 yards. Then Deuce has the 88-yard run. What, if any, adjustments did you see Alabama make that led to 5 straight touchdowns there?
They were able to hit the explosive play on us. That was kind of a fear that we had. That they're pretty talented. The quarterback's a pretty good player. They've got good wide receivers, and they did, I thought, a really nice job. We had them in 3rd and 10, and maybe get off the field again. And they throw it to a really good running back, makes a kid miss. We kind of lose the cup, and he takes it for a huge gain to make it 10-7 really fast. And I thought if we'd have gotten off the field, but we didn't. And that's the whole thing. We talk about all year long of not giving up explosive plays, and today they were able to get some on us.
Right here on the right side.
Tim Everson, Manhattan Mercury. Coach, you were able to get Adrian in there for a couple snaps in the first half. Were you able to kind of execute that two-quarterback strategy the way that you hoped?
Well, I was excited that Adrian got a chance to play in a bowl game. He came here and transferred here to win a championship and have a chance to hopefully play in a bowl game and helped us win the Big 12 championship. And when he got hurt, that was the goal, was to try to get him healthy enough to play some. It became Will Howard's football team. Everybody knows that. But Will and Adrian are so close. I thought it was important for CK and I to try to find a way to get Adrian a few snaps. And we were able to do that. And I saw a big smile on his face, saw a big smile on Will Howard's face that Adrian got a chance to play in a bowl game.
Here in the second row.
Stephen Smith of Touchdown Alabama Magazine. Coach, Brian Branch, you saw him all over the field for Alabama secondary is concerned, but what impressed you about the amount of ground he was able to cover against your offense?
Yeah, they've got really good defensive players. They tackle exceptionally well. They get off blocks, and they played well.
Back row, right side.
Coach, if you don't mind me asking just about the quarterback on the other side, it's kind of a career day for him. What was the challenges like trying to defend against him?
Yeah, well, he won the Heisman for a reason, for starters. We were mixing in 3-man rush, 4-man rush, 5-man rush. We were able to get some hits on him. We were able to fluster him a little bit. But when you've played as many snaps as he has, it's hard to get him flustered for very long. And credit to him. And I didn't get a chance to see him. I think I ran into one of their coaches. Just thanked him. Tell him thank you for playing, because that's what college football is about. I was happy that Bryce played. I thought that was really good for college football and really good for kids to see.
Eli, if you don't mind me asking you, either last game in a Wildcat jersey, you've seen the program grow. How do you feel about the program as you leave it?
Yeah, trended upward every year I've been here. It's been a pleasure to be a part of that, and I have no doubt going forward we've got a ton of good leaders on this team and a ton of great young guys who are going to step up. So I have no doubt that they'll be continuing to head in the right direction.
We have time for 2 more questions.
Deuce, Cole Carmody, GoPowerCat.com. With the foundation that Eli and some of these other seniors have set, you guys competed out there, like Coach has talked about, almost had the lead, took the lead late in the first half. Does it feel like there's kind of a foundation, and you feel like guys want to come back to this stage and maybe even go further?
Man, the foundation that's been set by this team, this 2022 team, is something that's going to be felt for years to come. It was just a special group, and the young guys came in and they understood the system and they hopped in really quickly. The guys that have been here understood the system, and it's one of those things going to be a trickle-down effect. And now those young guys that are starting to become vets, and as they get into their sophomore and junior and senior years, are going to be able to teach that to the new guys that are coming in. And, man, that's one of the things about K-State, man. This is a special, special place. And the people that we have inside this building are special people, and that's not going to change. We're going to continue to bring in special people. And so this is just the foundation for sure. And, man, it's only going to trend upward from here.
All right, final question in the back right of the room.
Coach, wondering if you could just speak on the impact that the 2 guys sitting next to you have had on Kansas State football as a whole.
Yeah, they've made me a better person by being around them. They're both servant leaders in the fact that they make everybody around them better because of their work ethic, because of how they approach everything that they do, whether it's in the weight room, nutrition, academics, whatever it may be. I'm the fortunate one to be able to get a chance to coach Eli for the last few years and get him to come back for a 6th year. And I was the only smart one to recruit this kid because nobody else did. And he's been pretty special to me and will be for forever.